What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. It is the 30th day of June, and here we are sitting at about just below $59,000 with roughly 11 and a half hours left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. Okay, let's talk about the price. We are down a little bit today, 2.3%. It's not the end of the world, but down a little bit nonetheless. It's very possible that we do have lower to go. It's completely possible that this is not the low, though I do maintain the stance that that is the low there, that we do not go below this low, at least for a time. You know, we'll consolidate, we'll do our thing, and then come late July, maybe even maybe it is August that we actually start to break down, but we'll see. The final leg of this bear market has yet to be had, and I believe we will have it either later in Q3 or sometime in early Q4. That'd be my suspicion there. August is the month that I've chosen for a long time. As we're getting closer, you know, it kind of goes against my thesis to think that we'd go up above this high and come back down below to break below here and find our bear market low in August. I mean, maybe it still kind of works, but it's getting to be crunch time. The reason why it's crunch time is because, again, I do believe that we're going to send it above this high before breaking down officially. Now that can change. You know, if we get up here later in July, if we come up to this area and we're finding resistance and it just doesn't look like we're going to go higher, okay, maybe we can call for the breakout then. Nonetheless, I do suspect that we are at an area to find support here. I do suspect that this is a somewhat of a fake out area, a trap area to convince people that it's a bad time to invest in crypto, a bad time to invest in Bitcoin. And maybe, you know, maybe over the months to come that'll reign true, but over the weeks to come, I think that we will start to grow, but time will tell. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. We'll zoom back out. Okay, 1 hour time frame here, building volume. You're actually building volume as you're coming down. That's not a good sign. We look at the liquidation map, and the shorts do outweigh the longs by a tremendous amount. However, there are a lot of longs to get cleared out here between where we are now and about $58,000. So it's completely possible that we do drop here down to $58,000. What would that be? Have we gone? We've gone. That'd actually be a double bottom. I mean, maybe we do send it below this low. It's completely possible. What's the heat map look like? Oh yeah, we're creaming a bunch of longs right now. Yeah, if we were to go down to 58K, we'd cream a bunch of them over the last day. What about over the last week? It's just been gruesome selling off here since yesterday. Since yesterday ended, since today began, we've just been basically nonstop moving down hour after hour. There are still a ton of shorts, but the longs have piled on, right? We had some longs piling on over here. We came down and tested this zone. We liquidated some. And then as time's gone on, this has just gotten more and more hot in this area. So there's definitely a lot of longs, and even below, there definitely is a lot of liquidity below this low. It's completely possible that Bitcoin could quickly go below this low and then move on up. Sorry, move on up afterwards. It's completely possible. I wouldn't be surprised, actually, if that's exactly what we did. Looking at the 1 hour indicators, the RSI is a bit bearish at the moment. You are oversold. Last few times that you've been here, this has been a point at which you bounced. It is completely possible that we bounce here. I mean, we've tested these areas a few times, and there were still liquidations to be had, even at these times. There's more now. And we didn't break through. We held up this area, but we're starting to pierce the veil here. We're actually starting to see lower lows. Volume's picking up a little bit. It's not crazy, but it is technically picking up as we're dropping. That's the thing that really gets me there. We got an hour until the stock market opens. Let's see how that opens up. If we open down, that could send Bitcoin a little bit lower. Looking at the RSI, bearish, stochastics are bearish, and the MACD is not going to help us. Every time you've crossed above the zero, it's been a time to sell. Every time you've crossed below the zero, it's actually it's relatively decent time to buy, but not really. I mean, it's just choppy sideways. It's not going to help us on the 1 hour. The 4 hour time frame MACD has been green for a solid bit. You were working your way up. Now you've crossed red. We still have 3 hours 25 minutes left in this 4 hour time frame. Let's see how it goes. You know, you did kind of just move down immediately once this 4 hour time frame opened. So maybe you do come back up to get a wick. I mean, look at all these red candles. Even this one here, there's still a wick. There's wicks on almost all these candles. It's very rare to open up a candle and just move down immediately without getting some type of wick to the upside. So 3 hours, 24 minutes left. I mean, we could get this done with really quick, guys. We could move down here, and then before you know it, by the end of this 4 hour period, we're back up above 59K. Go below 58K and back above 59K, all in the same 4 hour window, maybe. It's possible. Stochastics are oversold, nice and reset. Very bearish on the stochastics now. You had some bullish optimism twice, man. I mean, you were there. You're at the threshold, and you double topped in your stochastics outside of the overbought zone. That's not good, man. It's not normal. That's for sure. And the MACD also just crossing here. I mean, overall it's bearish. I don't like the way that this looks. Daily time frame, we've definitely taken a bearish shift. Again, bearish short term. The 4 hour stuff, the 1 hour stuff, bearish, but daily, weekly stuff, we're probably at a point where we could expect to bounce a little bit, and then as the months go on, we'll probably go down. Looking at the daily time frame, the RSI bounced twice off the oversold zone, guys, and here we are again. Bouncing off the oversold zone is bullish normally, until it isn't. Until you just disrespect this area entirely. Maybe we do come down. Maybe we do see a lower low. And that gives us a higher low in the RSI here. It gives us some sort of higher low dynamic. And then we get a lower low in price. We get that bullish divergence. I mean, where are we? Let's just see where we are real quick. From a low to a high here. What if we go down to 55K? What if we just send it all the way down to 55K? I mean, I don't... That's a big jump from 58K to 55K, but I'm serious. You know, we could be going down to this area. That is something that is a possibility. We've talked about it a little bit less over the past few days because I've been very convinced that this was the low, but after looking at this today, it's possible. It is possible that we go below this low. I'm still not completely sure if I would rely on a 55K or lower price target. You know, maybe some type of fake out and then we recover. I do think that we're going to see some upside here pretty soon in the markets, but we can go lower first. We absolutely can. I am a bit surprised because the weekend was bearish, and typically you would expect to see some retracement over the week if we're bearish. I guess we did retrace it yesterday, didn't we? Oh, time will tell. Daily time frame RSI is bearish, stochastics are bearish. The MACD, you flipped green, guys. We literally confirmed the false cross on the red here. We flipped green, and we still gave it up. What's going on? This is wacky stuff right here. Wacky stuff in a sideways choppy range. I guess that happens, to be fair. If today closes red, that would be really bad. Because then you faked out the bears, you faked out the bulls, and now you're choosing your real heading, probably. Could be another fake out, but that would definitely make me bearish in this overall bearish environment. And if we're bearish here, we would at least have to consider 57K. If not, again, 55K is a promising target area. At any rate, things don't look good here. We're putting the bullish thesis on the back burner for now. It is completely possible, you know, throughout this volatile range, it is completely possible that we do recover from here. We have dipped down to this area once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I've been bullish every single time that we've dipped. This time's different, though. I hope it's obvious as to why. With that being said, maybe we recover. We could recover to, you know, like just under 60K, and I would still be bearish. But if we can get back above 60K, yeah, if we can get back above 60K on a 4-hour closing basis, or higher time frame, then I would flip bullish and we're back on the same bull stuff, the same BS that we were on yesterday, talking about 62K and beyond, and potentially even going as high as 70K, 75K, stuff like that. I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, please, and thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, take care of yourselves. Good luck. Bye-bye.